Another eye being cast to the future. We're at the home of not just one of the great academies of Irish football, but Irish sport full stop. Richard Dunn, Kenny Cunningham, Mark Kinsler, the late great Liam Whelan all came through where we are today. In Whitehall, Home Farm FC, and potentially more future greats we're watching today. It's the CUFL Premier League men's final between UCC and UCD. Hello, welcome to Home Farm. A little bit blustery today, but there was snow forecast, so we're doing quite well. Two very tight semi-finals, and the losing manager from one of those semis, is with us today. The DCU boss, but also the former St Patrick's Athletic, Shelbourne, Drogheda United boss, Johnny McDonnell. It's been a very, very tight competition for this great trophy.
Yes, well, we were beaten in the semi-final in late goal to get them to 2-2 UCD. But yeah, they beat us on penalties. It was tough for us to take. They've beaten us twice now in two semi-finals, so we've been a bit unlucky to get them in both semi-finals. But you know, good side, and should be a good competition here today.
And of course, the Collingwood Cup was decided in very, very tight fashion too. That last-minute winner, Johnny, for UCD right at the end from Darragh O'Connor, and that was 47th time that they've lifted that trophy.
Yeah, you know, as I said, last minute, it was very, very disappointing for us. But up there, you know, they played really, really well. They're a good outfit, they're well drilled, well organised, they're well used to playing with one another. And as you said, how many times have they won the trophy now?
Absolutely, and I mean, this is a relatively young trophy in comparison. 2006 it kicked off, but if you look at the names here, UCD are on it more often than anyone else.
We're trying to change that around to DCU, but as you said, you know, we were unlucky in the league semi-final against them, and disappointing for us, disappointing for me as a coach, and Decky Roach, who was the actual manager of the team, disappointing for Decky as well. But you know, we're getting there with our group of players. We've played UCD 3 times this season, beat them once, they beat us once, and again they beat us on penalties in the third game. But UCC are a good outfit, well organised, and you know, they'll be a really, really tough match today.
Well, we're really looking forward to it. Let's hear from both managers.
It's I suppose down through the years, anytime that UCC and UCD come up against each other, people from the outside look in and say that they're two colleges that have been competing in various different levels over the last couple of years. So it's one of these things where the UCD are just coming out to listen to see what's happening. So I know it's always a really good college tradition that the two teams have met, and over the last couple of years we've been back and forth. Last year we won the Collingwood, this year or last year they won the CUFL, and this year then obviously they win the Collingwood, so maybe it's our turn this evening to win the CUFL, so it's a great occasion.
Great to be back in another College and Universities League final, a repeat of last year's Collingwood final and last year's College and Universities League final. Double is hard to do. We've been in this position before, and to try and get ourselves raised again for another final is difficult, but looking forward to it.
And two teams who know each other inside out.
Absolutely, we always look forward to playing Cork. There's very little between the teams. They edged it in the Collingwood last year. We luckily came out on top in the final. Very little between the teams.
Absolutely terrific venue for this 2018 Rustlers CUFL Premier Division decider. Match referee today, Colin Duffy. Take charge of this. And greeting the teams for this, Owen Hammersley of Rustlers, the competition sponsors, and Joe O'Brien, the chairman of the Colleges and Universities Football League. So let's check the teams then for this CUFL Premier Division final. And UCC under Noel Healy with some terrific experience. Captain Shane Daly-Butts is formerly the Cork City under-19s. David Hurley's currently playing League of Ireland football with Co-Bramblers, and David Dalton scored in last year's Harding Cup final. Garen Manley was involved in Cork City's excellent run in last season's UEFA Youth League.
Georgie Kelly, number 10, Timothy Malloy, and number 11, Jason McConnell. Our referee this afternoon is Colin.
And the men on the bench, there's a late change there. Carmack Cotter has come in for Brian Mulcahy, who's failed a late fitness test. Substitute goalkeeper David Coffey also played in the UEFA Youth League against Helsinki and AS Roma. Match referee for the Rustlers CFL Premier Division final, Colin Duffy, assisted by Kieran Redmond and Adam Conroy, and the fourth official is Eddie Riley. UCD start with 9 of the Collingwood Cup final winning team from a couple of weeks ago up in Belfast against Queens. That brilliant winning goal from the number 7 Darragh O'Connor. Gary O'Neill, the captain, went off injured just before half-time as Dermot McNally claimed the Collingwood Cup as coach for a 7th time. Conor Kearns in goal today. He's one of 5 excellent keepers that UCD can call on. Liam Scales, Maxim Cogan, just about everybody in this team with regular League of Ireland experience. But Evan Ozam is still out injured. Late change too on the UCD bench as Darren McConville comes in at the 11th hour for Mark Dignam, who's failed a late fitness test. Their substitute goalkeeper Gavin Sheridan, signed from Bray Wanderers back in 2015, has been regularly playing Leinster Senior League throughout this season. So away we go then. No need to tell you about the colours. UCC in their traditional red and black and UCD in their traditional sky blue. And immediately it's with David Hurley, currently playing in the first division of the League of Ireland with Cove Ramblers. Great to see them back in the league again after a couple of seasons out a few years ago. At the feet here of David Dalton. But two teams chock full of a big league experience, League of Ireland and Munster Senior League, Leinster Senior League too. It's John Buttimer. Good ball down the wing for David Hurley, was well covered.
O'Connor trying to get in down the right-hand side. Very untypical of O'Neill.
That's a lovely ball. Dalton almost in, but Maxim Coogan was watching and was wary and did a very good job.
He just seems to make up the ground, Coogan, doesn't he? Sometimes it looks as if it's gone by him, but he makes up that ground very, very quickly. Here's a chance.
Just ran through Daly Butts. Good first touch by him. Dalton, low effort, good try, and it just squeezed under Conor Kearns at the end, who, it wasn't an orthodox save, it seemed to squirm under him. Corner it is. It was a good opportunity.
It was just bouncing at him well. I think he made the right decision to push it around the corner. 2 centre-halves, as I said, have done really well so far.
Keep going.
Sun's out, shadows getting longer, and at the moment it's in the eyes of Colin O'Hanlon, the UCC goalkeeper, brought up by Gary O'Neill. Might try and get the return too. Kelly nipped in at the near post. It'll be a corner for UCD, and that was their most dangerous looking attack.
Yeah, it was a good break by UCD. Again, O'Neill at the centre of it, breaking, dashing forward from midfield. Very positive, played it wide to McLennan. Good cross in, and O'Neill just didn't get to it on a corner kick. But a good...
Slug it.
Get it again. Maxi, Craig again.
You know, O'Neill is there looking to get the ball off the centre-halves all the time. Just a release valve when he come under pressure from UCC.
So Conor down the right. That's a good ball. Malloy, excellent control. Quality strike and a good save by Cathal O'Hanlon. That was a very sweet move.
Fantastic move down the right-hand side. And poor finish in the end by Dalton.
Go Timmy.
It's their first ever decider in this last season. Beaten by UCD in that, but the tables turned in the Collingwood Cup final.
The standard wheel is high, you know. There's good players playing in
Daly Butts fancies it. He controlled it first time, found by Hurley. That wasn't a bad try. He had the vision to have a shot, had the pop. He saw that there might have been a goal on there. Good control.
Yeah, Daly Butts again, a crossfield ball to him. He's coming inside and not afraid to have a shot. That's 2 shots he's had in the last couple of minutes, Will.
Manley tried to unlock down the wing, and David O'Connor, the right back, is trying to push up. Sean O'Mahony. Short again for Manley. Slug it. Suddenly, UCD have openings and Sloggett pulls one wide. They've not created a huge amount today. That goes down as one of the best chances so far.
Again, they picked it up in midfield. Just a little bit of pressure on UCC. They picked it up. He's driven forward. He had a look right to see where O'Connor was. O'Connor looks as if he's carrying a knock, Will, and that's why he wasn't available. And I think Sloggett, no other option really but to have a shot. Wasn't on target and could do a little bit better than that.
Now you've been following it, that's fine.
We'll have to get Evelyn Cusack in from the weather forecast officer.
So free kick UCD, good position. Gary O'Neill and Jason McClellan are the two over this late in the first half.
Bit of space down the right here, Will. Could he slip somebody in there? They left a lot of space. Could O'Neill take advantage of that?
McClellan to the right and O'Neill to the left, facing the three-man wall. And it's a well-struck free kick by Jason McClellan, and Colin O'Hanlon now has a save to make. He's got this away quickly. Good thinking, quick thinking. David Dalton, he's onside. The flag has stayed down from Adam Conroy in the far flank. He's got two to aim for in the middle. It's cut out well by Liam Scales. Great counter-attacker, was very, very quick by UCC after McClellan's free kick, and there was a lot happening there.
Yeah, UCD not too happy, but they're looking for offside. But I have to say, that's a second counter-attack, a fairly direct one. But you know, from O'Hanlon's kick out from his hands directly, he obviously worked on in training, and Dalton was onto it like a flash. Close enough. Obviously, the linesman feels he got it right. UCD weren't too happy.
Controlled by David Hurley, but half-time it is at Home Farm. Goalless in this Rustlers CUFL Premier Division final. Lots of slogging from both, creativity, slender chances at both ends, and at half-time it's UCC 0, UCD 0. Second half is underway in the Rustlers CUFL Premier Division final. UCC 0, UCD 0. John Caulfield and Pat Fenlon among the interested managerial watchers. Caulfield will have managed quite a lot of this UCC side, and Pat Fenlon, who's obviously done a magnificent job as director of football at Waterford FC, who are flying high in the Premier Division, just below Corksey at the moment. So you've representatives from the top two in the League of Ireland watching this final. The other finals, Men's Division 1, Limerick IT against IT Sligo. In Division 2, IT Carlow C against Northern Regional College. Men's Division 3, DCUC against Maynooth University D. And Division 4 to be Griffith College Dublin against Rathmines College. They'll all be in a couple of weeks' time at Avistown in the women's finals. 14th of March in Oriel Park, Ulster University against IT Carlow, and the Division 1 final in Avistown in a couple of weeks, Letterkenny IT against Garda College. All the other fixtures that were being planned for this week have been wisely moved, and we'll know how wise in the next few days. Free kick it is, UCC. Garen Manley over it, decent curl. Bit of trouble, it'll be scrambled into the net. Dalton puts it away, but it won't count. And Conor Kearns came, and might have been a bit of jostling on the goalkeeper as well. Dalton touched it into an empty net, but it doesn't count. Big moment, biggest moment of the game.
He was under no pressure, Kearns. He might have ran into his own man. Yeah, he did actually. And yeah, I'd have to say he's offside. Well, the linesman got it 100% right.
Buttimer finds Hurley over the top. David Dalton found the net, ruled out for offside. He'll have another bite at it! It's off the crossbar. Brilliant try by Dalton, and so unlucky not to find the net with a spectacular strike.
What a brilliant ball by Hordy. A good early ball. What a take. What a take by Dalton. Cuts inside. Brilliant strike. Just got a little nick. I don't know whether the keeper got his hand to it, but a fantastic strike. Very, very unlucky in the last couple of minutes, UCC. Can they push on their advantage now and get this first goal? Gary
O'Neill, foot on it. Did well to dig it out. O'Connor wide on the right-hand side. Tobin sent it in and it was strong, too strong for Maddie to control properly. Sean Coyne again, who's featuring a lot more at left back, down the left wing. UCD playing a lot more here. Maddie could go all the way. Kelly's there. O'Hanlon scrambling back, and he just covered it in the end. Thumping opportunity for UCD to take the lead. Well, what a brilliant chance that was. And he just got down and diverted enough to keep it out.
Just for me, this sums up Georgie Kelly's game for me today. The best chance of the game so far. Mahadi's fantastic positive run sets him up, the whole goal to shoot at, and he shoots it straight at the keeper. Poor finish by Kelly, very disappointed from him. And what an opportunity for UCD, who haven't been in the game of this half really.
It's a very impressive block by Ronan Hennessy, and Dalton's played it through. He's found Hurley, shot early.
Definitely did. Dalton's impressed me in the second half. His ball control, his awareness of what's around him, his little layoff there. I'll tell you what, he's hit this nice and early, Will. Just the direction, that's all it needed, just the accuracy, great contact on it.
Go wide, Jay, go wide.
Oh, lovely first time touch. Maddie away, found by Kelly with that deft touch to locate him. Here's McClellan taking on O'Connor, and McClellan is still going, and he's hit it into the net. Lovely goal, Jason McClellan. 1-0 UCD, and that was a peach and all his own work.
Out of nothing. Nice little build up through midfield. Mahadi again on it, nice and positive with it. Plays away to McLennan. Nice little dribbles, cut inside, it's taking two defenders out on his wrong foot. Nice and low into the bottom corner. O'Hanlon could do nothing about that one. Absolutely nothing about it. Brilliant finish. Brilliant finish by Jason McLennan. UCC are really unfortunate, as we said a while ago. They need to take the chance as well. They've just been punished there by an unlikely source coming in off the wing, I'd have to say.
Here's David O'Connor as UCC continue to press towards the edge of the area, way by Scales. Kelly, chance to hold it up. It was Manley going in with him. Bit of a scramble, McLaughlin faced by O'Neill again. Leonard.
Come on, keep working, come on!
Chip towards the edge of the area. It's Ronan Hennessy, played it in low, that was clever. Chances there for an equaliser. David Dalton, it was wide open. Kearns looked to dive early and just over the top from Dalton.
Oh, what a chance, Will. Great little ball into the box. Brilliant turn. Second touch. Oh, how did he put it over, Will? What an opportunity. 6-7 yards out. He's done everything right. He's got good contact on the ball. Just that bit of quality at the end, Will. Just a little bit of quality. It's really, really brilliant opportunity.
O'Connor's there. It's another corner for UCD, and we've got 9 to go.
If they can win this, will they break up the field quickly?
Sent in by Gary O'Neill dangerously and headed off the crossbar. It was a back header. Scales
unlucky. He
got the back header on it.
Yeah, he's just got a little purchase on it. Yeah, didn't know much about it, but put himself in there. Good delivery again by O'Neill. Lucky by Scales.
And he was in support. UCC forced back to O'Hanlon. A real up and under from the Cork goalkeeper. Slog it towards the far side. Dario O'Connor again. He's got 3 waiting for it in the middle. Here's O'Neill. Does he fancy a crack? Went for it, but too high.
Yeah, never looked like he was going to score from there, Will. Lazy attempt on his left foot. Poor decision, wrong choice. Could have kept the ball moving out to the left to McClelland, who's done really well on this side, and maybe attacked from the wide area.
Here's McLaughlin. Just about 3 minutes of normal time to go, and there could be a counter coming here for UCD. It's a good ball, and Darragh O'Connor's got the pace. He's got McClellan racing down the midfield. O'Connor holding it up. Still going O'Connor. Looked as if he was trying to line the shot up as well. Mahdi instead goes for it, just wide. So close by Yo-Yo Mahdi, a terrific effort.
O'Connor, you know, great run down, great counter-attack again down the right-hand side. A couple of opportunities to cross it, he kept possession on it, was patient. Mahdi, it was decent strike with his left foot. You see here, it's pulled back to him. He's a bit of space, his first touch opens it up for him. He's just wrapped his left foot around it. There wasn't much in that, Will. Keeper didn't know much about it.
Here's Ronan Hennessy, back for the new arrival Owen Collins. Moving across from the right-hand side, and that's a corner in stoppage time, and 2.5 minutes of stoppage time. UCC have sent goalkeeper Cottle O'Hanlon up. He's on the edge of the area. It's a good delivery, and O'Hanlon was up there. He's out of goal at the moment. They bend McAuliffe back on halfway. He stayed up, Cottle O'Hanlon, the UCC goalkeeper, in his yellow shirt, having to track back. Mahdi has got an open goal to aim for. Will it make it? Just wide.
Had the legs, but not the direction, Will.
So close. Well, that's the gamble you take when you're the goalkeeper and you come up and you stay up. He's out of shot by that stage as Mahdi tries the effort. Close, very close.
I think if he'd have played Kelly in, Kelly was onside.
Nothing!
Or maybe not.
UCD won this title last year. They've won it again this, and they've done the double. The Collingwood Cup and now the Rustlers CUFL Premier Division title. They've won the final by 1-0, and what a winning goal it was too by that man, number 11. Fabulous strike by Jason McClellan to decide it midway through the second half. UCC 0, UCD 1. A man who performed so well today, Gregory Sloggett, is the Rustlers man of the match. UCC prevented it last season, but in 2018, UCD have done the double, adding the CUFL Premier Division title to the Collingwood Cup.
Terrific triumph. It's a pleasure. It's just delightful to win here on my last college appearance, final year, and just happy to go out on a high.
Without a doubt, I suppose you're delighted as well that the snow hadn't come along by the by the start of the game.
Yeah, Jesus, the weather held up just for us, so we were touch and go. We didn't know whether the game was going to go ahead or not, and we were delighted to see the game go ahead, and the snow held off. Yeah, delighted.
Oh, thank God. Sure, yesterday we weren't hoping the match was called off or anything, just because we wanted to get out and win the double this year, and thankfully the snow held off. As you can see, I don't think we'll be able to play in this.
I mean, had there been a delay, it would have been another 2 or 3 weeks, but you're really up for it. I mean, a thrilling semi-final victory, 3-3 penalties, won the Collingwood Cup a couple of weeks before that. So the momentum's there with you, especially with the league season just starting.
Yeah, it's good to have that winning mentality. I think we've all just continuous winning every match. I think we've lost one match to DCU in the group stages, and that was it. And then we've won every single match from that. I think that winning mentality of even going behind, going down a man, every time we've come back, and I think that's stood us in good stead today.
Tight, absolutely. Decent cup final in the end, good quality, but two sides who knew each other very well and probably cancelled each other out a lot.
I would totally agree with you on that one, but again, just working backwards, quality finish. UCD probably had a little bit more quality up top, a brilliant goal to win the final, but UCC were very, very unlucky early on in the second half. As I said, I thought he would have run out a bit of energy, but he didn't. Impressed with the two centre-halves from UCC, and very, very unlucky not to come out on top. But as you said, both teams know each other. First half, a bit of a stalemate, Will, and I know there's some snow coming down on top of us, but it was a bit of a stalemate. Both teams stuck to their plan. Second half, it opened up a little bit. Mahdi done really well when he came on. I thought he opened up the game a little bit better, but just for me, UCD, just a little bit more quality.
Thank you very much, Johnny. So UCD do the double. It's no joke. Goodbye.